Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm here at a, pretty recognizable place for the Fox body community, and here with my buddy Caleb with Foxcast Media, and we just got done doing an install on his car. You guys will see that on his channel, but I said, hey, I've got some interesting questions that I'd love to know about you, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would like to hear too. So we're going to do kind of a rapid fire session real quick with Caleb and ask him some interesting questions that I think you guys want to know. We'll see. We'll see how he answers though, because he don't know. We're gonna find out. All right, Caleb, so if I was going to ask you what's the one thing that you're really good at, what would that be?
Oh, man. I'm not really a master of anything.
Okay.
I'm good at a lot, but that's a tough one.
If you said one thing, like, what are you good at? It don't have to be doing with cars. It might be, I'm good at grilling steak. I'm really good at grilling steak. You can't tell.
I'm good at dealing with pressure.
Okay, that's a good one.
When I actually perform better when I've got 10 things flying at me. If I only have one thing, I kind of like get ADD or something.
That's good.
So yeah, and I think maybe that's what helps me do what I do,
right?
Because I work better when I've got 10 things because I focus more.
That's good.
You got an answer?
No, I think that's I think it's a very good answer. What's something you're really bad at?
Oh, man. I mean, that's a long list, you know. I didn't really think all these through. Something I'm really bad at. Sometimes patience.
Yeah. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah, like
and
patience.
Patience is earned over time. I've learned something about. My wife told me years ago when we first had kids. And I'd prayed for patience. She says, don't ever pray for patience because patience is a virtue that is learned through trial.
Yeah, and I've had.
Yes, you have.
I've had to learn that.
Yeah.
You know, just when you've got so much, things that are worthwhile. You want everything now, but like this car, I knew it was going to be worthwhile, and I had to learn patience. Like I know that's going to come back and it's going to be freaking amazing, and it was.
It's coming.
So that's not, like you said, that's something you just learn over time. Yeah.
Absolutely. So thinking about Fox body terms, what do you think is the best thing about being part of the Fox body? What's the best thing that you like about being part of the Fox body community?
Obviously the people. The cars are wonderful, but it's the people, and people that you may have never met in your whole life. But because of these things, you meet someone who's not unlike yourself, in so many ways, whether it's music, the movies you like to watch, the other hobbies that we have, regardless of those, people that you see eye to eye with on so many different levels that you may never have met, but because of this car, just like you and I standing here in Dover, and, that's
we're instantly brothers. And I would say probably 95% of anybody that's in our community, you would ask that to, that would be the number one answer. Yeah. It's the people and the instant brotherhood.
Yeah. It's the camaraderie, the way you can help each other. Like,
sure.
I may know how to do this, but not know how to do this, and you do. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about.
What's the worst thing?
The people.
I thought the answer might be the same. But okay, so we think about that. We think about people. But the thing is, with that answer, it's this much, right?
Right.
And it's always, whether you go on Facebook and you look at comments or no matter where it is, there's always that one guy.
Yeah. Or two.
But it's the minority in the percentage of our community.
It is a very small minority, and it's not worth giving time to.
I agree.
You know what I mean? But it's you can have a great community of all the positivity and, you know, everybody, regardless of small, minor differences of opinion, everybody can come together. Then you get those few people that just, for whatever reason, they've got that negativity thing going on, and it's just, that can be a little frustrating. But
sure.
You know, again, the positivity far overrides all of it.
I had a feeling that was going to be your answer, because that'd be my same answer too. And
because you understand what it's like doing this.
Yeah, just on a smaller scale, but it's still the same scale. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's definitely interesting to see the folks that try to be the trollers and all that stuff. I've just gotten to the point where I don't even answer. I just move on, and because that's what they want. They want the reaction. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes you just want like, it's cars, bro. It ain't that serious.
Yeah, we're not. It ain't rockets. We're not medical. We're not paramedics. We're not doctors. It's fine. It's fine.
And because I like a certain type of wheel and you don't, all of a sudden that's, you know,
that separates us.
You want to question my upbringing? It's like it's not that serious, man.
Right.
It's really not. I don't give rent. I don't give space in my head rent free. I don't know why so many of these guys do.
I agree. Now, something that, you know, I would say you're a pretty humble guy. Now, I think you do have a lot of confidence, but you wouldn't be where you're at without confidence. There's a difference between confidence and being humble.
Right.
And you are a humble guy, but you're confident, and I appreciate that. Now, something that you probably would never talk about on any of your videos is that for you to know just how big of an impact that you've had on the Mustang Fox body community in general. How does that make you feel when you really sit back and think over the last, so how many years you've been doing this now?
2015.
Yeah, since 2015, since you really got this thing started, have you really sit back and thought about the impact that you've had from an industry standpoint on what you've done and what you put out on video content?
Not really. I don't really think about it in that light. But flashback to 2015, the reason I started Foxcast Media in the beginning, and it wasn't, I didn't start YouTube until almost 2018, was because the big media companies that were out there, all they want to show is the latest and greatest, you know, the brand new parts, because that's how they sell advertising, that's how they, you know, get the sponsorship deals and all of that. And so these cars got no love. You know, it's hard to imagine, but back, you know, 2015 and earlier, these were the bastard childs, you know, pardon my French. They didn't get there weren't a lot of new stuff coming out like there is today. You know, you didn't see the features in the big magazines and I wanted to change that because these are what mattered to me. Yeah. And that's why I started that. And back when I started, I was doing essentially an online magazine on my website, and featuring only Fox bodies. And you know, so my, you know, current, you know, back to current, my goal when I started was to give these cars what they have now, you know, which is, you know, a legacy, a huge following, a huge representation in the social media world, which would translate into new parts being developed, you know, larger scale companies doing builds on them, you know, stretching the limits on these, and I think we're kind of there.
I don't think you could have been. I don't think you could have been more timely. You know what I mean? I think a lot of times things just happen at the right time, and it was the perfect time when you started, and everybody. You know, I think it was an age thing too. We were all in the age group of starting to come of age of that generation, and man, you just come in at the right time and have really made your mark on the community. And I'm glad it's you that's done it because you're a good dude, man. So I appreciate it.
As are you, sir.
Appreciate you, brother.
Anytime.
Guys, quick video. I appreciate you watching this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.